All right.
Hello, welcome to the Info Pit. I'm here with my co-host, Absolute.
My name's Absolute. I'm a full-time student by day, streamer, and commander of D3 by night.
And I'm your host, Fluffyexe. I'm a full-time tech engineering student and House General of Saber, for everybody that's in DI.
We got close.
We
got
got
close.
close. It's as close
You know,
as
we
I
got
get.
last. We got.
Yeah.
Won the one time in a row, and I'll give you an award. We'll make a
You know what we should, this week we should start off with the one stupid story that I know, because it just happened earlier. And also a way to kind of introduce something people have probably already noticed.
Yeah. Do you want to? Can I tell a story?
Yeah.
Tell a
yeah.
story?
Tell a story. It's a story about me, guys.
It's a story about
you know.
Fluffy. A nice little look into Fluffy's life for just a second. What's it like
It
in
was
the life of a bot?
It was like 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago, in fact. So it all started. What exactly
we'll
is the
answer that
info
question
pit?
in just a second.
We'll start off with the story, though, just to really ground you how much of a bot my co-host here is. He comes to me when I message him and say, hey, we're doing the show in about 30 minutes. Let's make sure that everything's set right, do the sound check and all that. And he's like, all right, let me go grab my beanie. He's been talking about this beanie over here for about 3 months.
I love this thing so much. It's so comfy. It's so comfy.
But it's the first info pit beanie that he specially ordered for an absurd amount of money.
Next is a hoodie, by the way.
Yep. And he ordered for their amount of hoodie and waited for it for no less than 3 months.
Yeah, in public. I just like go around. They're just like, "Oh, where'd you get that? Like, what is that representative of?" And I'm just like, "Oh, it's my show. At you can watch us on Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern on Twitch.tv/DMGINCS."
Boxers are not dedicated. Fair enough. Info pit boxers.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. Don't.
But no. Wait for a second though. Here's what happened. So I messaged him like, he's like, all right, gets into the streaming lounge where we have to do the stream so we get the best audio, best everything else. And he's like, 1 second, let me just look for my beanie one more time. And I said, what do you mean, one more time? He's had it for less than a week, folks.
Yeah.
And he already lost it once. So he told me, yeah, I've been calling my friend. He said it wasn't his house because I went over there for D&D and I was wearing it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's normal. It's like, yeah, I've had him look. He just said it wasn't there. So I asked him to check his car. So we checked his car. I even checked my car. I just couldn't find it. I'm just going to go search for it one more time. I'm like, all right. So he comes back about 8 minutes later. 8 minutes, by the way, right before show. And he's like,
no, we had plenty of time. It was still like 10 minutes before we needed to go live. And stuff.
That's not, we still need to do Discord call.
Yeah, that's true. No, we were already in a Discord call. You need to do it just audio levels, but that's about it. What we had left.
But here's the best part. He walks into the conversation back and turns on his mic again and says, "Man, let me just preface by saying, what was the exact words?
Let me preface by saying, I'm a bot. Yeah. If you want to clip that, there you go. We can't change the game.
It's still, yeah, that's out of our hands.
Sniper, please.
But he apparently found it exactly as he was sitting down, because guess where it was, folks? Guess where it was, bud?
It was right under my monitor.
It was right under his monitor.
Yeah.
He's been looking for this thing for the past couple days, right?
Yeah, I've been looking for it for like 2 days. And I just now found it, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Yeah, so.
Good job.
There you go. There's yeah, and
there you go.
Camera, because I'm not taking it off. It's
a gleam into the life of a bot.
I wanted to wear it today because it is hat day for sure. Like the reason I'm wearing it.
See it on his head. Huh.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty characteristic.
Like a woman's purse. You could lose your car. Yeah. Okay. See, thank you. But it was like, bad thing is, it's like it was like right here. I said real talk though. Under the monitor is basically like a woman's purse. You could lose your car in there. I mean.
I feel like that's not normal. No.
I've never lost anything there before, but I mean, like, you know.
With a full Yeti Pro microphone on my monitor for a solid 4 months once. Fisk!
Okay.
Is it because you have multiple monitors and they're just, like, stacked? Because that would make a little bit more sense than just having, like, the one I have and it's just there.
Yeah, see, I've just got one for now, still.
Yeah.
I said this, like, 5 episodes ago. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a second one because one of my other one broke. It's like, I'll get a new one. I still haven't got a new one.
Alright, there's the first stupid story of the week.
Yeah. Okay, so now we can answer the question on...
What is the info pit? No, what is the info pit? What do you think?
This is a pit of info.
Ooh, wow.
No, I mean,
Sportive.
honestly, yeah, that's kind of what it was. Like, when we first named it, it was like a joke. We were like, what are we going to name the show and everything? And then I can't remember which one of us just said the info pit. I think it might have been me, and then you were just like, no, that's stupid. That's
I think it was. I think it was. We also had a third person working on this project who dipped out, and I said I want that, and you were like, no, I'm not sure if that sounds the best, and I was like, do it,
you're right.
Do it because it's the first week and we don't have a name yet.
I was gonna say when we went live the first week, that's the only name we had thought of before that, and then we were just like,
Fisk named it actually. Smile.
Yeah, Fisk named it. He can
Fisk definitely named it. Definitely.
But whenever we first went live, we ended up going with that name because we didn't have any other. And now it's just like, I actually like it, so let's go.
I've lost I have 3 monitors, but I don't know what it is about the underside of the monitor. I think NASA just photographed the underside of my monitor for the first time recently. Nice. Not sure if it sounds the best.
Not sure it sounds the best.
Buys a beanie with it. Yeah, there you go. Basically. Consumer logic.
Data boys, but no one wanted to go with that. Yeah, see, that one was just a little too long.
You couldn't spell plethora, so it's kind of shut
I couldn't spell plethora, guys.
You couldn't spell plethora.
I don't know, like, that's such a good name, and I just couldn't spell it.
He just couldn't spell it. He tried to put the title in, it just didn't work. It was tough. There's the first story for this week.
I have to type the title in every week, and now it's like, whew, how am I gonna
Hi,
do
Jeff.
that now?
Nice to meet you, Jeff.
The title. Yeah, the title's good now.
Episode 11, right?
Episode 11. Yeah, we're on episode 11
weeks.
now.
More than that, if you don't count the weeks we've had to miss.
I was gonna say because we've had to move. We had to miss the first week that we missed because you were sick, right?
Yeah, I'd literally couldn't talk.
Yeah, like so. Abs was sick, and I refused to do the show on my own.
On show week, by the way, for theater, so that was fun.
So like, if I ever miss one, he can do it all by himself. He's entertaining enough to do it by himself.
No, I'm not. I'm going to have to pull in somebody.
Also, my internet can't handle it, so
yeah, we'd have to pull in somebody.
Yeah.
It is a beanie, in fact.
Here, I'll do a close up again.
How stylish and charismatic.
Wow.
Wow. You'll know I'm doing that voice here and when we get to the hot games for the week. But let's start with the first story because, man, this is wholesome.
You still...
Florida man gets a new power. Florida man gets a new power. Florida man gets a new power. Soup. Florida man's new power in our growing collection of finger guns, being able to lie and intimidation checks out the roof, now includes effectively throwing soup cans to ward off thieves.
There's your link for it, by the way.
Add it to the list. Ah, yes, GG, I see you are a man of culture. Yes. Resident Florida man here. Well, I deem you having the power of soup now. Because woman throws can of soup to stop man from stealing car with baby inside, police say. Search ongoing for Vallejo County carjacking suspect. I don't actually know.
God. Dude,
I don't know
it's like the picture's just like woman throws a can of soup to stop man from stealing car, and then it shows a picture of a mangled car.
Well, it actually explains that later too. Okay, so
okay.
The search is on for a man.
God, it makes it look like she just
threw. Let me just show you what. Let me show you what we're looking at real quick, chat. Here, let's go to the info box too.
Well,
here's what we're looking at. This right here. Just
it
looks like the can from the story title just went. And there we go.
Yeah, but no,
sadly
not.
not.
Baseball went at it, and the car just kind of exploded. Like, that's great, honestly.
All right, that's one hardcore can of soup, right? But all right, so the search is on for a man involved in the theft of one vehicle and tried to steal another with a woman and baby inside, according to Holly Hill Police Department. The units began Monday when a red convertible Mercedes was reported stolen in Dayton Beach Shores. Pause there. Daytona?
Yeah, Daytona.
So Dayton. Around noon on Tuesday, the car fishtailed, causing it to crash head-on into a supply truck on 6th Street and Center Avenue, and then the car caught on fire, authorities say. Loving this story so far.
That's like in a cartoon whenever something goes wrong.
It's just
like it sits there for a while, and it's just like, what else could go wrong?
It's
and
like
then
that,
it catches fire, and it's like, yeah, that's what could go wrong.
Remember iCarly?
Thanks.
That was a show. There was one of the
what
characters could just iCarly, and Spencer always set something on fire. He was literally just playing drums one day, and he like messed up something, and it just went on fire for no reason.
Yeah,
freaking love it. But our round,
honestly.
I mean, at least your beanie didn't set on fire. We can have that going for us.
It was under my monitor, so we would have had bigger problems.
It's okay. We just could have had a picture of you. I have an edited picture of you just in case, you know. Anyways,
please.
around
Actually,
noon on
you
Tuesday.
send that edited picture to me. I just want to see what my backup is.
The car fishtailed, nope, causing it to crash head-on into a supply truck on 6th Street and Center Avenue. The car caught on fire, is what you say. That's when the Mercedes caught on fire, and then everyone saw there was an unconscious person in the passenger seat, the truck driver said. Police said the passenger in the stolen Mercedes was unconscious and had to be taken to the hospital while the driver got out to steal a Nissan Pathfinder. So this dude was like, you're passed out, I'm still going. Already the bad guy in the story, right?
Yeah.
So Dean Gill got out of the Pathfinder and got a fire extinguisher to put out the Mercedes flames, not realizing someone was trying to steal his vehicle, according to authorities. Officials said a woman who was in the Pathfinder with her baby yelled and threw a can of soup in an attempt to stop the carjacking, but didn't hit the man. She was threatening to beat him up with a can of soup. You ain't taking my damn car! And then he turned around and took off. And then the passenger, he's still in the passenger seat and unconscious, on fire. And as you can see, the car, I put it out, Gill said. Car, once again, the one we linked earlier. He ran off without stealing the Pathfinder as of 2:15 p.m. Tuesday, has not been located. It appears that he got out of the area, possibly with help of another acquaintance, Holly Hill Police Chief Steve Aldrich said. The passenger in the stolen vehicle, 22-year-old Antonio Harper, will face charges because he had a stolen gun in his possession, authorities say. So these guys took a bad situation, made it worse, and then, like cowards, ran from soup.
No. Jesus. Alright. So, no, on top of that, it's like they made it worse. They made it worse again. Like...
It's honestly the only reason we quit.
That's fair. Yeah, you're right. That's only fair.
It's like you had like the goal to do the first three parts
every time.
Glock first, Progresso. Hey man, it's more Progresso in your espresso.
I don't think that one worked.
I want coffee, okay?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I really need caffeine right now. Usually it's my
jokes that don't hit, and yours didn't that time.
Yeah.
So,
honestly, I just need some coffee.
I'm happy personally that you're still.
Don't bring a gun to a can fight. That's the can-do attitude.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Can I use my leave card already? Like, Abs actually on stream. We need to have a little card on our it
just goes, and it's every once in a while I turn it out.
And whenever we it
just goes
and
away.
There needs to be like an animation for flipping over.
Just flipping over. That's the leave card.
Yeah, that's our
0.45 ACP chunky beef stew. 45 caliber. Oh, but honestly, so you had the gall to do the first three things: steal a gun, steal a car, steal another car. Oh no, car had a can of soup. I'm out.
Well, they took the car, didn't they?
No,
wait,
he left on foot.
Did they kick the...
He left on foot.
Wait, did I?
He ran away. I'll read it off for you again.
Turned around and took off, and
he just ran.
He actually ran from soup.
This dude is like, man, I don't know if I can do that soup, man. I don't know if I can do that soup. Can of soup versus finger guns. Hey, man, the finger guns are for when it gets serious. The can of soup's just for scaring them off, you know?
Finger guns are like, that's
serious business, guys. Come on.
Yeah. You can't, you actually just can't.
But it is now official that that Florida residents now have +5 in their intimidation checks while holding cans of soup.
No, wait. Didn't I have a list of Florida superpowers? Wait.
I don't know. Check under your monitor.
I think I had. I hate you. I hope you know that.
I'm not letting that one go for a while. Oh, that was Florida? Yep, that was Florida. That was
Okay, that's I have the superpowers. I need to add this to the list.
Go down. Give a little list for... These are all superhero powers for Florida men that we have covered in past episodes. Want to go ahead and read it off?
No, literally no offense to anybody on this.
No offense from Florida. You just have a great superhero.
You have a great superhero, but also they're kind of a bum, okay? Because we have 3 right now, all right? Mm-hmm. We have inability to hold down a job.
Yep.
Making finger guns. And soup cans.
Because those are always the sort of titles we get.
We covered the one story where somebody had they robbed someone by like finger guns.
Yeah.
Like legitimately.
It was a Chinese stop. Chinese.
Chinese stop.
Yeah, Chinese stop.
Yeah, I don't remember. He legitimately robbed somewhere with
by
finger
just
guns.
holding up his fingers in a gun-like fashion.
Yeah. And the guy felt threatened.
Runs from FBD officer Chicken S 3 days before his retirement.
Soup cans are your kryptonite?
Oh, that's
what's
great.
In the soup can is my kryptonite, man.
Ooh.
Like,
alright, so
food is
for the second story of the week, it still says introduction because I forgot to change it for story time.
Wow.
One of these days.
What a bot!
What a bot!
One day we'll do.
One of these days.
It's okay. This is your bot
a
podcast
more wholesome story here. Man who accidentally stole car 21 years ago, searching for vehicle's owner.
This one's wholesome for a different reason. The last one was wholesome because it had like plenty of nutritional value, right?
Yeah.
This one
nutrition would have been a good name. The Botcast would have been a good name.
Podcast would have been a good name. Maybe we'll have a second show, and it'll be different, and we'll name it Podcast. All right. Look, I just fucking
tell you what. The first day, the first day we can get it with your internet, we're just gonna name it the Botcast. Just be like, guess who's hosting?
The first time the internet can actually handle it.
The informative bot boys coming at you with that week's news.
I can just turn on my voice mod.
I mean, you can, but no, this is not a.
This isn't
soundboard room. So. This isn't a soundboard room.
This isn't a soundboard room.
But a man who accidentally stole a car 21 years ago, searching for vehicle's owner. 1998, Slurpee, yep.
What?
Slurpee Run turned into an unexpected theft that's made great story to tell over the years. Kevin
name
Friedman.
Is not Slurpee. Okay, that's.
His name is definitely 1998 Slurpee.
Yeah. All right,
Slurpee.
gotcha.
1998
yep. Okay.
Slurpee.
Don't worry about it. Let's move on.
Then correct me, coward.
Wait, it said 1998, right?
1998 Slurpee Run. It's a Slurpee Run, as in they were on run to go get a Slurpee.
No, wouldn't that be 20 years, not 21 years though? Or am I just like stupid?
What date?
Because...
What year do you think it is?
19. I ask. Okay. I ask because I usually keep up with the years by like my age, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was born in 99, and I'm 19. Whatever, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Fine. Don't worry about it.
Nice, guys. All right. 1998 Slurpee turned into an exceptionally great story to tell over the years.
I need to think about things before I talk about it. Yeah, you're right.
Kevin Friedman has been living with an open secret for the last 21 years. The Winnipeg man... Winnipeg. Alright, sorry. I read these before. I want you guys to know, I read these beforehand. I still just have to pause with them when my brain is like, that's not right. And I'm like, no, we're there.
Looking up Winnipeg.
Stole someone's car by accident and now wants to find the vehicle's owner to explain what happened. I always felt guilty about it. I felt horrible that I stole someone's car. Accidentally, albeit.
Story.
How did he steal it accidentally? And I wanted to reach out to her in the beginning. I wanted to reach out to the police to let them know what happened at the time. And I was talked out of it because it was pretty much no harm, no foul, explains Freedman38. Freedman38, Reddit user, by the way. I'm just calling it.
That's his
That's not how you say it. What's up, Coffee? Friedman says it all started out when he was
That's not how you say it?
How do you say it then?
Yeah, how do you say it?
Winnipeg.
Is it Winnipeg or?
Probably.
That said Winnipeg wrong. Am I saying Winnipeg wrong right now? Like, I got it? Ah, yeah. See, I'm better.
Winnipeg? So,
yeah.
Winnipeg.
I'm gonna kick
Friedman says it all started when he went to run an errand. You realize it's only gonna cut your audio, right?
Fuck. You're right.
On a break from work in August 1998, the 17-year-old lifeguard and swim instructor didn't have wheels because he had hit a cow while driving on the highway about a month earlier. Yep. He says a colleague offered her car so he could bring them back Slurpees on the hot August day. His colleague's car was light-colored mid-90s Ford Taurus, so not a bad car by any stretch. Taurus.
Okay.
Which Friedman recalls as a very common car at the time. He went out and spotted a white Ford Taurus sitting in the parking lot of the Sergeant Park Pool, now known as I'm not even trying. Classen recreational complex, with the windows down and doors unlocked. Friedman went to start the car, but had some difficulty. Eventually, after putting on his seatbelt, he was able to get it started. And I thought, oh, I've never heard of this technology before. Maybe they have this, you can't start the car without the seatbelt done. So that was my thought at the time. Friedman drove downtown to a police station to take care of his parking ticket. He says when he came out and tried to get in the car wouldn't open. The door wouldn't open. I was really concerned that I had broken this woman's car. Like the first time, I'd never even driven anyone's car without them there, and I broke her car right off the bat.
I feel that, honestly.
Parking officer helps open door. That's when Friedman says a couple of parking officers offered to help. The commissioners walked up, asked me if I was having some difficulty, and said, yeah, I can't unlock the car. This is my friend's car. So one of the commissioners said, well, I've got a Ford just like this at home, and the keys are really wonky, and sometimes just have to know how to do it. So he took the key from him, tried once, twice, unlocked it, and he said it's all in the wrist. This is so weird. Freeman says it took another 10 minutes to get the car fired up. For some reason, the car wouldn't even start with his seatbelt on. So I was pretty upset, pretty panicked. I must have done something, or I'm just so incompetent that I can't start a car if this guy can unlock it on the second try. That's not a mood. Friedman says he drove the public safety building next to take care of the ticket. After finding out the downtown station didn't handle tickets, then he did start the run and apologized to his coworker for damaging her car key and ignition. She said, well, I don't think anything happened, it's probably fine. Thought he ruined the coworker's car. Friedman left, but he came back later to work on a second shift. That's when he noticed something strange. His coworker's car was still in the lot, right where he'd left it. Friedman thought he had damaged it so badly she couldn't drive home. So that night, I didn't sleep at all that well because I was just kind of feeling embarrassed and ashamed that I had done this. I'd done this to her car. In the morning, he apologized to his coworker, Jocelyn McKee. McKee. That's also McKee, and the keys weren't working. That's unfortunate. I said, Jocelyn, I'm so sorry. What happened to your car? How come you left your car here last night? And she said, I didn't leave my car here last night. And it dawned on me finally, at that point, that it wasn't her car. And I said, that wasn't your car? And she looked at me, and her eyes bugged out, and she said, when you were gone yesterday, someone reported a car stolen. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job, good job, good job.
That's so great, actually. Oh my god.
Alright, how much longer does this go on for? Oh no, it's only one more paragraph. Alright, Goody Two-Shoes panic about ordeal. I remember feeling panicked and a bit spooked about that because I was quite the Goody Two-Shoes, so you can imagine that I was quite freaked out about this car being stolen. McKee told CBC Sunday when confirming the tale. It was very spooky that you could take a key that you could unlock a car and then drive it a completely different car. Friedman says McKee told him shortly after he left, a woman in her 20s walked out of the pool and reported her car stolen to the staff. Wow, I can't read now. She wanted to report it to the police but didn't know her license plate. Know your license plate, people. So went home. She showed up the next day with the police and found her car apparently untouched. So it ended up alright. But this guy takes the keys to the wrong car, somehow gets it to work both in the locking mechanism and in the car start, and just keeps going. That's a little impressive.
Yeah.
I'm just a little... Because it frames it kind of like it was the same car type. Like, it must have been, like, the same kind of car, at least. Because otherwise, like, they would have noticed sooner, it seems like. But honestly, what if it wasn't? Because it doesn't really confirm that. But what if it was just another type of car, and it just happened the key worked? I think that'd be a little bit more funny for me. Because, like, not only did you steal a car, ride with it, figure out that the key wasn't working no less than like 5 times, and keep trying with it, but you still went on with the wrong car. Not even the right kind of car. That'd be impressive.
That's
It's just If anyone's got some forehead emotes, that's a forehead emote.
Yeah.
Alright, that is it though for this week's Stupid Stories. Go ahead and transfer over to the next zone while we're waiting. No guest this week, so we can move on to Right Hunt Games.
No guest this week. Wait, no, we do have a guest this week.
Our guest this week?
It's me.
Getting articles in late? Now you're just getting guests in?
Getting articles? yeah, that's how we're doing it now. It was getting articles in late. Now I'm getting guests in late. Surprise, our guest is...
It keeps everyone on their toes.
Yeah, including us.
Including us.
We're running the show.
If we don't know what's happening next, it's always engaging because we're always surprised, right?
Little did you guys know.
Guessing? We have a guessing
There's
today?
nothing about this show. Yeah, guessing. Little did you guys know this, we script everything, but then we scrap the script last second and just say, hey, we're doing this like fucking.
We also start a fire.
We also start a fire.
Just you know, good luck. Good luck.
It's our good luck fire.
It's our good luck fire. Alright, so for Hot Games this week, there's a game that I've been talking about for quite a while, and I always enjoy playing. Why didn't that go to the right link? Very cool game. Very cool.
Very cookie.
Very cool. Do this one inside.
Are you trying to get to like the actual page on Steam for it?
Yeah, I just went that instead. Fixed it.
There's that game. Yeah.
Alright, but Monster Problems DLC released a few weeks ago. I want to talk about it a little bit because I really enjoy playing this game with my family/family friends, and it's always a blast. And I always play the narrator because it's a lot of fun. So, Monster Problem, if anyone has not seen this game yet, it is a game where, let me show off screenshots as I'm going with this. This is on the Steam page for the game. Monster Problem, it sets up in a campus. Nice. But you have your basic stats as you would for a lot of other games where it's a semi-RPG, fully multiplayer dating sim. Where you and up to 3 other of your friends can all play and try to woo either the same people or anybody you want to. Because practically everybody has a root in this game. Except the creepy ones, because we don't talk about those. They're B characters for a reason, people. They're B characters for a reason. But as you can see here, you have the basic campus, which you will go to different classrooms to boost different stats. You have the opening quiz, which reveals some special things. You have special stats like giving +0 shits and getting +2 boldness.
Daddy is greater than Monster Prom.
Every character has a bunch of different outfits to play when you're in dating sim.
Honestly.
Dream Daddy, alright. Here's the difference though. You can't play Dream Daddy in multiplayer. And that's the real fun behind it.
See, this is another difference though. Nothing compares to Dream Daddy, dude.
How dare you bring down Dream Daddy by comparing it to this game?
Honestly.
Really, come on, man.
You can't
honestly.
do that. You really can't. Like, come on.
Come on. But there's a bunch of different outfits for every character. It's fun.
Dream
But the
Daddy
real fun about this...
coming soon.
Oof.
To a house near you.
To a house near you, Dream Daddy. Actually, it's gonna be House Saver. Fluffy's actually gonna...
What's the commandant? Let's go.
Let's go. I'll give you a community citation right off the bat. Nothing higher than that, though. It doesn't deserve it.
Somebody said Bronze.com.
But that's just basically what the game looks like. But the real fun of the game is really just that you can just completely get in the way of whoever is going for whoever and just ruin their roots.
Let's do it, Shepard.
Living stats of Dream Daddy Div, sorry. It's alright. I'd approve that request. Justin that game
is
freaking hilarious.
Game too. That's so funny.
But yeah, I was playing this last week, and last week I also had prom. So I was playing it the day before prom, in fact, or 2 days before prom. Yeah, 2 days before prom. I was playing this game with my brother and his friend and my friend Janie, and I forgot that I had prom that week, and I remembered 2 days beforehand. I was like, oh yeah, I should probably go to that. But that's why I love this game so much. It was like, man, there's the sketchy bitch, there's the drug kid, there's the oh yep, there's the princess who thinks she's all that. It's great. High school. You gotta love it. But it's just a game where you can get in the way of your friends, find some waifus and or husbandos, and just have some fun sitting on the couch playing it with whoever else is there. Good old multiplayer party game, if you will.
Why go to prom? You're already a Monster Prom.
Because you need actual human interaction, you weeb. Alright.
What is rock?
What?
Excuse me?
What? Find absolute. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What's behind? Wait, what's?
Yeah. What is Rotcod? That's an H, bud, not an N.
That's what he said. HOHW.
Yeah.
What is?
Cameras flipped automatically because
Yeah.
that's just what Logitech do.
Wait, whoa. We had the same camera, don't we?
It's
I think we had the
mirrored,
same
not
camera.
flipped.
Can you guys read this? Can you read this?
Yeah, you can read it fine. I think it's just because mine's like that because of something that Discord's doing. Because it doesn't do this for my stream.
Yeah,
It's just mirrored. I don't know why. It just does that.
Because bot.
Because bot. That's tough. That is tough, Fisk. Dude, that's Doctor Who.
Yeah, because on my side it just says Doctor Who. Like.
Yeah, I think that was just Streamlabs then.
Yes,
If you can see it
sit
fine.
in chair.
Then it's definitely Streamlabs. If you can just see it easily. Don't know why Streamlabs is doing that.
No,
Little
is it actually like?
No, it says
good on
info
your
bit.
side, or-
No, it's info bit.
Who is moved to our channel?
Hello? What the heck?
Okay.
What just happened?
It was a misclick. It's alright.
Aki Rachian. Hi, bud. We're gonna get ahead of this track. Alright. Anyways, that was weird.
Alright, that's fine.
So, next thing we're gonna cover...
They messaged me just like, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. It's okay, bud.
Yeah.
But next thing we're gonna cover is something I actually found on my phone a couple days ago. This is called Typo Man Revised.
Oh my fucking god. That's exactly what you need, isn't it?
What?
Typo Man.
Typo Man.
Typo Man.
Typo Man. Yeah, Hackerman's twin brother with a snort. Typo Man.
Alright.
But this is actually, along with being a Steam, Humble Bundle Store, Xbox One, PS4, Wii U, Nintendo Switch, Mac OS, it is also a phone game.
Ah.
And I found that really weird.
Pretty good ratings too.
Yeah.
You know, 9 out of 10 from the Box Hub, 9.2 from Gamers Be Like, 9 from the GG or the Egg, depending on how you want to look at it. 9 from ICXM. I'm going through all these, by the way.
It's
8 from Honest Gaming Reviews.
I'll give him a moment to do it,
8.1
Chad.
from Video Chums. 9.5 from Family Gamer Review. 8 from Gaming Trend. I almost called it Family Feud, by the way.
Family Feud.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that rating page. Family Feud. They get like 4 raters on each side, and they all rate the games different things.
And they have to fight over it.
They have to fight over it.
8
They have to
from,
subreddit warrior.
Tech Raptor. 9 from Xboxology. 8.7 from it.ign. 8 from True Achievements. 9 from Legends of Tabletop.
Alright, we're almost
9
done.
from AB Gaming.
Almost
8
there.
from Brash Games. 7.7 from GamingAddict.com.
There you go. Finally
That's
got
all
it.
the ratings.
Do you mean
It took
Xbox
a
Addict?
while. Imagine they could...
Xbox Addict, not Gaming Addict. Xbox Addict.
That's all.
Wow. I love that you cut off your own audio for that one.
No, I didn't talk during that. I didn't talk.
Nice.
Actually, no. All I have to do is have to unmute Discord. Discord.
I've been muted in it.
So rude. Why would you do that?
Man, why would I cover
Honestly.
for our audio quality?
Wow.
Weird.
Why would you ever like anything?
Let's show off the Typo Man though, while we were talking about typos here. This is the official trailer for it. Go ahead and pause the music for a second while it's doing this. I said,
I don't want to.
stop. Yeeteth your deleteth.
That's toxic.
But this is actually on your phone right now on the Google Play Store. At least it is for me, and I think the Apple Store was also included there.
See, it's not on my phone though.
You can get it right now though.
I can, but it's not on it.
Alright, you want to fight?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and zoom this out so you guys can see it. It's the official trailer leaked on the site, typoman.net.
This
Revised.
is overly dramatic for this name. I love
And
it.
it gets weird. It gets weird quick.
Jesus. That's Overwatch right there, dude. Tilt.
Yeah. Tilt. Just tilt. Hat.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Can I make a yeet in there and see what that does? Alright. Might actually get this game.
It's free on your phone.
No. Okay.
Yup. This game is on your phone.
Okay, wait. This looks like really intense for what it is. You know, like it's just like.
So I played at least through the first prologue and chapter, and I actually like how they did it. It's whenever you die, or not every time you die, but like every once in a while when you die, or if you need a hint, you can watch an ad just to get back, either restart the level and continue, or you can just ask for a hint and have to watch an ad to get a hint for the game to move on. But it does it in a way that's not overly obtrusive in any sort of way. It allows you to still play it, but it's still a completely free game.
Oh, this is my question.
I think that's a very interesting format.
How do they make it work with it being as intense as it seems? And like
because
no, but like the game itself is like it's like what's the boss? What's the big scary dude at the end's name? Bad grammar.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so because I have played through the first chapter and first prologue bit, it's been really fun. I've really liked it. It's really cool because all the puzzles are, of course, based on you collecting letters, putting them in the right place, figuring out what interacts with this. Like if I want to get a gate to open, I have to construct the word open.
I don't want to use my brain. I want to play Overwatch. Okay, yeah, we'll stay that there.
Nobody does, bud. Nobody uses their brain in that game. It's great.
Exactly. I don't
have to turn it off to get good.
I'll just
goats.
Stick to playing Overwatch.
Goats.
I just play. Imagine wanting to play Overwatch.
Right?
Imagine playing games.
Right? But no, seriously, this game is really good. It has basically the entire point of the game is different ideas of what words do. What do words actually mean? If we took all the metaphors that we use to describe how impactful words are onto the world and how we view things, what if we actually just put them into real things? Like one of the primary enemies that we saw. I'm gonna put this back on the screen real quick. We saw over here. We see hate over here. We see doom. Are these hate? I didn't say do that. I didn't say do that. Stop it. Bad. These are doom. Doom walks around on 4 legs and chases you. You can't escape. You have to just keep running.
That's horrifying.
Until you can finally either get away from it where you can't see you anymore, or simply destroy it. But it
is a
takes
really
these
cool art
ideas
style.
And just runs with them.
If you look at the picture, like on its Steam, it has a picture of like gas, and like the words are lit up, and then like the words are lit up, and then there's gas on it. Like that's a really cool effect because it shows you like I don't know. That's just it's cool. It's strange.
But yeah, this puzzle was actually kind of fun because what you had to do is that you had to put the on switch to turn on everything down here, but you had to wait for the span because the span words, these S-P-A-N-S, is of course spanning, which means to stretch or to elongate. So you have to know that so that when you turn the O at the top up here, when you turn that on, it activates the mechanisms down here. So you have to wait for spans to get to the right length so that you can jump on it and move forward, but not long enough where you can just turn the gas back off so it doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool game. It takes a lot of these kinds of puzzles where you have to use the definitions, how you think of these words, and sort of change them into a reality and actually see how they function out. But it's a lot of cool puzzles like that, which are even in the first couple levels that I got to play, along with some ones that I was watching from, so it'd be later.
Like vocabulary limbo. Yeah,
basically like vocabulary limbo.
A lot like limbo.
But it's also
That's
has
the one
it
thing.
also has like cool things like after you face hate for the first time, it kind of
So-
tells you what these things are because there's these little quotation marks, like the quotation marks that you can find across the world that give you quotes, including whatever enemy or whatever else that you're gonna find in the world. There's one for hate, there's one for doom, there's one for hero, what you are, because you were the hero constructed by what was left, and the world was in need of you, and so it gives you that quote first. Dire is the land that
So
is
what
in need of
is
a
like?
hero.
What is the combat like in it? Like,
There's not combat. There is running away and out thinking. What can I do here?
well, yeah.
If I can run
but,
away
like-
here, that's what I can leave. There's no
Okay, in
facing.
the one thing it looked like he was like stuck though.
Mm-hmm. You have to simply just construct something fast enough.
Fair enough.
Can we only talk about Rocket League now? Heh. If you want to talk about if you want to talk about that, but yeah, that's what I've been enjoying for the past few days because it's been really fun and it's been really cool to just kind of experience through it. But next is World War Z, a new level or amount of zombies. Now this game,
I really want to get this game.
I have to enter my date of birth again on Megalol. I don't know if I'm old enough for this. Am I old enough for this, chat? I don't know. I don't think I can. Dad! Dad! Dad, I want to play this game!
It said I'm not old enough.
Yep.
I put my birthday as January 1st, 2019.
Wow.
I don't think I'm old enough.
I don't think
I'm
you're old enough,
kidding.
bud.
I put it as my birthday, but you know, like.
But World War Z is a thrilling... This is from the game site, which he should link in just a second. World War Z is a thrilling 4-player cooperative third-person shooter featuring massive swarms of zombies that recklessly rush their living prey. Wow, nice. Good job.
I can't remember who, because I was watching somebody play this on YouTube the other day. Can't remember who it was, but and I was watching this game and I'm like, I really want this, like, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is it's not like, don't get me wrong, games like Left 4 Dead are really, really good. I absolutely love playing Left 4 Dead. Zombie co-op games in general are really, really good. Another one is Zombie Army Trilogy. That
COD
one is
Black
honestly
Ops.
incredible. Obviously, the
You know,
Call of
everyone
Duty
knows that one.
series,
It's
you
been
know,
recognized
Black Ops
by
1,
everybody.
2, and 3. Yeah, it's insane. But these make it a little more intense. Like Zombie Army Trilogy and World War Z. These games make it a little more intense than that game does. Yeah, Slime Sickle. That's actually who I was watching.
Let's go ahead and
actually
show off
watching
what's
Slime
happening on the
Sickle.
screen here because these are actually game moments. This
these
many
are not,
zombies running at
That's what
you.
I'm saying, like nothing else does it this intense.
Ugh.
Because like if you've seen the movie World War Z, it's like the zombies will like climb on top of each other and do like when you get to the whenever you get to the part with the building with them like going up the building.
Yeah, just stacking on top of each other.
That's what like they would do in the movie and everything. And like I guess they thought like, oh, that'd be interesting to see how that would play out in the game. Which I mean, you know what? They're right. It's terrifying.
And it's undeniable that it does take a lot of cues from Left 4 Dead on like some of the things like the res system, all that sort of stuff, just kind of level pacing. But that's like saying that zombies took things from other games and COD's taken things from other shooter games, and that it's just kind of the style.
Undeniably, like that's the
but
thing.
that's the style of the game.
They found something like Left 4 Dead worked really, 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 really well. Why would they completely abandon the idea and just get rid of it? Like that's kind of dumb.
These amounts of zombies are regular in the game. It is freaky to look at.
Oh yeah, like
let me see.
I really want it because of that. Like honestly, I want to get it and just like go around it.
Go ahead and
see how
show
long
this
I
off.
can live. Probably won't be very long. What do you show it off?
The Horde. Introducing the Horde. Hundreds of zombies on screen at a time.
Oh yeah.
Small this just a little bit so you guys can see past everything. Dynamic swarm simulation.
What are you at right now, time-wise?
30. Dynamic storm simulation. They just keep climbing. They will chase you down.
Yeah.
But these things are mostly randomized. They act in basically a hive mind to try to get you. Diverse zombie mechanics, each one. Not every single one's gonna have something different, but of course they have like the things like the jumpers, the spitters, the tanks, as being shown off right now. The gore. the visual style of this game is freaking tense, and it's so cool to watch.
Yeah.
But look at that, Bart's flying everywhere.
It's actually cool that like they put the physics into the game as well, where zombies will legitimately just like fly into the air whenever there's an explosion underneath them. Like, that's actually like, with as much as there is going on in this game, like that's actually incredible.
And honestly,
2019.
Even if you say it's like, oh, it's just another zombie game. I mean, this is a zombies game of what zombies games should be looking forward to being, which is this terrifying, massive assault on you constantly of this impending fear of how long can I even survive this,
so,
like zombies should be.
There's one game where it really makes me think of like this concept when it comes to like it needs to be terrifying, all that. I think the game's called 7 Days to Die.
Right.
Have you played it?
Yeah, I've played about it.
Whenever you play that game, that is one of the most like ambient zombie games I've ever played in my ever. Because it's horrifying. Like, actually. You're sitting in a building trying to hide out for like a night. You know, your first couple nights you're just hiding out instead of making a place and calling it your own, right? Like, you're trying to find the optimal spot.
I got my dirt house, like, guys!
Yeah, and you just... it's just like zombies outside, moving slowly. And it's like, it's such a good sound quality that like, you know, not like Minecraft zombies, though. You know, like, you're sitting there moving, like, and you're just like, terrifying. It screams like pitch black.
Really hope they don't find me out here.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
That would be the greatest. Like, that would be horrifying, honestly. If I heard that, and if I heard that like IRL and everything was just like it's just pitch black and somebody just goes, "I'm dead."
I'm dead. Like,
excuse me.
Mood? Question mark?
Yeah. Like, all right.
No. But next up on our hot games for the week is stylish samurai action side-scroller Katana Zero. Out now. Alright, so I was doing a bit of research on this game. This article is actually 2 days old now. But it's from PC Gamer, and they had done a little coverage of this game. But this is the official trailer for it, the launch trailer. I know we're going over little trailer heavy this week. That's because the new games that come out really are just basically based solely on their style, rather than a lot of their larger makeups. Were you having a nightmare? That little samurai boy walking through a church, you know, streets, you know, kind of this 32-bit style. And then you just got this. Bam. But it does this like cool 80s effect on things. And then it's just this 32-bit style, and just everything's like really movie, really flowy for how pixely it is. And then you have like this cool little method of combat, which we'll show off in a second.
Who's this made by?
This is made by... oh, one second. I'll show this off a little bit more. But he gains the ability of precognition. But it's cool little action shots like these, where you're like constantly moving, constantly just moving to the next action, next action, next action, all in this really cool like transient 80s 32-bit kind of style mix. It makes it really fun to watch. And then he just dies at the end of the trailer. And wakes up again. Because it was all precognition. Yeah, it's in Devolver Digital.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this looks very much like their style.
But they've of course made large games in the past. Having things like Hotline Miami. No wait, that wasn't them. That was just something that had the same style.
It looks a lot like Hotline Miami, you're right.
But it looks a lot like things like Hotline Miami. Really just kind of reminds me of it. That was kind of a little bit more psychological game, psychological thriller game kind of thing. Really weird, really fun.
No, they did make Hotline Miami.
They did? Okay.
Yeah. I kind of thought you were right. They made so just to reinforce who they are, what they've done. 3 games they've made. They're 3 most well, 3 of their more popular games, I guess. Hotline Miami, Scum, and Enter the Gungeon.
Enter the Gungeon, by the way,
one of my
fantastic
game. Enter the Gungeon, yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite Roll to Hell games. Let's see. I'm gonna look through the list of games.
But basically, the entire idea behind the game is that you are a samurai. And I'm not gonna spoil too much because the story is—it's one of those games where the story is revealed as you play, and any backstory or anything else is also given in the same way. So you have to play the game to get invested in characters to play the game, and it's just a slightly style that's not the greatest in review, but
So-
in actual playing is great. But
Another really recent game they've come out with is Ape Out, which
Ape
is
Out, oh my god.
yeah.
We
Ape
didn't
Out.
have a
They
show
came-
that week when that came out, and that died
We
out
didn't.
really quickly. But I kind
It
of want to talk
did.
about that because that was
yeah. Honestly, we can go ahead and talk about it if you want
such a
to.
weird game. We'll
I'm
do it in the
down.
info dump later. Let's get to everything else
okay.
first, though.
I'll keep
we'll
the
definitely
tab pulled up about it then, because
Yeah.
like I actually played that game. I really
played
enjoyed
that.
it. I did that.
I
Yeah.
did that. I made that smile. That's me, smile.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
but it's a cool sort of built on mechanics of a couple of abilities. You have your time slowing, your precognition, and your manipulation. The manipulations are things like the items and everything else. Precognition is exactly what it sounds like. Every level that you're playing, how it excuses you dying or something else of that matter, is that you're just seeing it in the future. You haven't actually done these things yet. You're just seeing it right before you do them. And you're just seeing the possibilities. You know, Doctor Strange, in-game, all that sort of stuff. And lastly, you have, like, the time
He watched
manipulation.
it so many times before us.
Did. How dare he? Honestly, got to see the movie. Tough. Spoilers, though. At least he didn't put any out, right?
Yeah, unlike some fucking people.
Yeah. Tom Holland.
Be like Doctor Strange, dude. Be like Doctor Strange, guys.
Be like Doctor Strange. Just be like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, just don't spoil
don't
movies
spoil
for
movies.
people. Like, actually.
Anyways, but this time slow mechanic's really interesting because it's not like the super hot like time slow where you're like you don't move. It's all that sort of stuff that we've kind of a lot of games have been kind of doing lately, just because super hot did it really well and they're like, oh, that's cool, or
No,
anything else
Super
like
Hot
that.
did it.
But
We
it's
can
just
do it,
a
right?
it's a limited meter that you have where you can use that, and you can basically drain that meter, and the entire level, no matter how long it is on a time limit of how far you can really see things. And then if you go out of that time, then you can't see
That's
things, and you
pretty
have to redo the entire level again. So you're on a timer every time. But with the combination of all these time manipulation, you know, precognition, being able to see everything timed, it creates a very interesting, very fun action atmosphere where you're having to get things done quick as you can, move on, get the objective done right, all within the right sequence. And you keep doing it until you get it right, which makes for a really engaging moment-to-moment gameplay, along with what seems to be a very cool, mysterious story about this character that we don't know much about right off the bat, and that we just kind of have to learn the world of. Both things that I really like in games. So I'd say check it out if you can. It looks a lot of fun.
Yes, actually look really, really good. Like synth style as well. It's pretty cool.
I didn't actually want to... I was thinking about covering this one, but let's move it to the info dump, because there was something else I wanted to find for
Nothing
it. But...
for a dump. You mean you want to go ahead and go to tech news?
No, I meant just... We're going to move...
Oh,
this
you want to
one.
move that game?
Yeah,
that
move that game
Gotcha,
to the info dump,
gotcha,
because there's
gotcha,
something else
gotcha.
about it I wanted to look about, but I had to look it up again. So let's go ahead
Okay,
and move on
so-
to the weekly tech
Move on to the weekly tech news. I've actually been pretty hyped about this one for like a week now. So y'all know I'm gonna use The Incredibles, the first Incredibles as an example here, okay? Before I give you the article, because I don't want you to see a picture yet. You know, in The Incredibles 2, where it's like I forgot the guy's name. Who's the main villain in Incredibles 1?
Incredible 1.
Started with an S. Syndrome, maybe?
Syndrome. You know, I'm
Was that it?
babysit. I'm actually. It stands for babysitter, but I couldn't use the B because you know.
Okay. Syndrome.
that was a good bit.
Incredibles.
That was a
I want to
good
make
bit.
sure. Yeah, it's Syndrome.
It's Syndrome, though,
okay.
yeah.
So, Syndrome. You know how he sends that, like, the plane that had the ball in the center, right?
Mm-hmm.
That turned out to be big octopus freaky thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Big octopus freaky
Wonderful.
thing coming through
Yeah.
a movie theater door. You.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it dropped and everything. Like, but the plane had, like, it had two jets, basically, with the ball in the middle, right?
Yep.
Imagine that with this right here, the picture in this link. World's biggest airplane takes flight for the first time ever. Stratolaunch's rocket launching plane took off early Saturday morning and safely landed 2 hours later. Look at that plane. Look at it. Like, that's
That's a big
crazy. Yeah.
Look at
and
this.
it's gaps.
That's a
and
person.
I wanna
That's
see
the
if I can
plane.
find the quote
That's
real
a group of people. That's the plane.
quick. Yeah. The world's largest airplane took flight for the first time ever on Saturday morning. This was not today, but
was last week.
Saturday. Yeah. Built by rocket launch company Stratolaunch. The 500,000-pound plane with a 385-foot wingspan lifted off shortly after 10 a.m. Eastern from Mojave Air and Spaceport in Mojave, California. It was a critical first test flight for the aircraft, designed to launch rockets into orbit from the air. The inaugural flight lasted for 150 minutes, according to the company, which after the plane safely landed. The dual fuselage stratolaunch is designed to fly to an altitude of 35,000 feet, where it can drop rockets that ignite their engines and boost themselves into orbit around the planet. There's no rocket on this particular flight, but the company has already signed at least one customer, Northrop Grumman, which plans to use Stratolaunch to send its Pegasus XL rocket into space.
Big boy.
Basically...
Big boy.
Yeah. Yeah, this plane is
absolute
huge.
unit.
I mean, it is, like Shepard said, yeah, an absolute unit plane. Like, actually. This is literally for taking rockets into the sky, and instead of using those rocket pads and everything, and like, you know, taking off
for
from
noobs.
Who needs those?
Who needs that?
Nah, we don't need those.
We got bigger planes for our bigger planes.
Yeah, we strap them to a bigger plane to send the other big plane into space.
I just want to point out, like, it's perfectly American. Just be like, oh, that didn't work. Add a bigger one.
Yeah, put a bigger one in there.
Just put a bigger one in there. It's fine.
Like, so, it doesn't say how it works and everything, because obviously, like, it has two cockpits, right?
Yep.
Are there two pilots and two co-pilots?
Like, and I understand, but I don't think I would give that much.
One pilot and three co-pilots? Like, how does that work?
Just two guys. Hey, can we turn left? No.
We don't want to turn left.
No.
But the flight itself was smooth, which is exactly what you expect the first flight to be, said test pilot Evan Thomas. During the first phase of the flight, Stratolaunch tested the airplane's handling qualities. It flew very much like we had simulated and like we predicted, he said. According to Stratolaunch, the plane systems ran like a watch, and that the aircraft landed on the mark after a few low passes.
Well, there you go. It was successful. So, what happens if the pilot gets in? If the pilots get in a fight? Larry, be honest. Did you sleep with him? Did you take my husband? No.
I'll take this plane down.
No, I didn't. You can't prove anything. I will turn this plane around right now.
What is Larry's accent?
Oh. Larry.
Okay, dude.
You want to judge Larry? Are you seriously gonna do that to Larry? His husband just got stolen. How would you make fun of him?
I'm making fun of. Okay, yeah, I'm making fun of him. You know what? Maybe that's insensitive of me.
Off. All right.
Yeah, that is like.
Couple shots of this plane, by the way, on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at this, chat.
Some really nice shots. I would say.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look how thin it looks. Like, you look at this one shot, and it's like, it looks super thin. Like, the cockpits look tiny. And then you look up again, and it's just like, you compare the cockpit to people.
There's a bush. There's...
You're like, that's huge.
The thing's freaking big. And I wish they had, like, given better things for, like, scaling of it, so we could, like, better see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this one literally just sort of... Where was it? This just kind of shows it best. Because that's a full hangar, people. That's meant for, like, 2 planes.
Yeah.
And this is...
that's meant for... It takes up the whole thing. Actually, it's like, that's a hangar built specifically for it. You can see a hangar way back in the background.
Yep.
Like, this thing is huge.
Look at that car. Look at what looks like to be, like, a truck type thing. Just bring it up a little bit scale. Yeah. And this. That's the car.
Yeah. It's not even as big as, like... 2 of the sets of wheels on the left side of the plane. Like, those wheels are bigger than cars.
Chunky car. Yeah. Chunkier plane. This is the Chungus of planes.
This is the... Oh my god.
This is the Chungus of planes, everybody. This is it. This is it. Alright. There you go. World's biggest airplane takes flight for the first time ever. And it was a chonker.
Yup.
Alright.
Absolute unit of a plane.
So next, I just noticed you went out of order. Next, we have...
Wait, here, I'm gonna like, talking just about Stratolaunch a little bit. Stratolaunch is kind of like, I don't know, they're like, it's like SpaceX's, like, competitor, basically. So that's them right there. That's
It's
their
evil
website.
SpaceX. Or do you know SpaceX?
So you can go on here and look at everything and just kind of like look at everything they've said. They've got a lot of articles on their big plane already. Just because
Chungus. That is the Chungus plane for everyone who wants to know.
Chungus plane.
That is the Chungus
They've
plane.
got a lot on the Chungus plane already. But like this is the thing, those rockets that they have on there, those rocket ships are actually like that's to scale right there.
Where are you looking
So
at?
that's the plane. On their website, they have a little section that says, "What if space launch were as easy as catching a flight?" And it's like the thing is, those rockets, those small rockets, are rockets. Then you get another one, and you've got a bigger one, and you've got an even bigger one. And it's like all of those are actual like to scale rocket ships that go into space.
This go and
And
launch
it's-
these.
It's to scale against this massive unit of a plane.
Chungus. Chunga.
Yeah.
Chungi.
So yeah,
Chungo.
this is just in case y'all want to look a little bit more
Chungus.
about them and see everything that they do. I actually have recommend it. It's a really good read, actually. That is if you're interested in that kind of thing. So, from launching planes in outer space or launching rockets into outer space from planes to after they launch. Used to, in the first couple launches, humans ever had taking rocket ships into space, and even after that, it's still quite common that when it's not super common for new ships to go into space anyways, but like when they do, it's very difficult to land those rockets, the boosters, because they go up in phases, right? They go, if anybody's played like any kind of simulation game where you build a rocket or thing like that, Kerbal Space programs are really good. Yeah. So like it goes up, and then the initial boosters break off and go back to Earth because they've used all their fuel, they're done.
Wait, really?
Want to cut that extra weight? Well, not all the fuel. But
No, he's in. I watch a lot of the SpaceX launches from my backyard.
Okay,
That must be kind of terrifying, honestly.
Yeah, also horrifying, but like that's really cool.
Like I'm assuming you're like a while away, but still.
I hope so. But, like that's really cool though. Okay, so SpaceX lands all 3 Falcon Heavy rocket boosters for the first time ever. And then the core booster stuck the ocean landing this time. That's what it is, the little underheading. Following the second launch of SpaceX's Falcon Heavy, all 3 of the rocket booster cores successfully landed back on Earth. The 2 outer cores of the rocket touched down on SpaceX's 2 concrete landing pads at Cape Canaveral? I don't know how to say that one. Florida? Near the site of the launch. The center core touched down on one of the company's drone ships in the Atlantic Ocean. It's the first time that SpaceX has launched all 3 rocket cores from one Falcon Heavy flight. The first time the Falcon Heavy flew back in February 2018, only the 2 outer cores made it back to Earth in one piece. The center core of that launch missed its target drone ship when it failed to light all 3 engines needed to land because of a fuel shortage, so instead, slammed to the ocean at 300 miles an hour. Still, the synchronized booster landing became one of the most iconic images of the launch, with many likening it to a ballet. Oddly enough, rocket ships can do ballet as well. But yeah, from one saying, "Hey, we don't have to take them into Canaveral." Is that Canaveral? Okay.
Canaveral.
Dog. I'm sorry.
No, he's not. Roast him. Roast him.
Roast me.
Anyway,
Do it.
Do
Attack
it.
me. but fun. But yeah, I mean that's like 2 really big portions of news in sort of the same industry. One of them taking a bit of a different approach and more unorthodox approach. Not just taking rockets from the ground, taking them up. I mean, yeah, technically taking rockets from the ground, taking them up, but taking rockets from the ground, lifting them up, and then them taking off. So
Because we had to make it more complicated.
we had to make it more complicated. Technically, it would use less fuel that way, less of an issue, that kind of thing, because planes could, them to take off isn't as hard. It's not as hard for a plane to take off as it is a rocket. So, if the plane gets them high enough and then the rocket takes off from there where the atmosphere is thinner and they don't have to deal with as much, makes sense, actually. It's just, it requires a plane that big, and that's been a little hard to
impossible
find.
until recently.
Yeah, to say the least. So, yeah, that's
We got it.
the bit of space news, I guess, because
Space
it's
news.
basically what it is this week.
But yeah, that is it for tech news this week. We got a bit of interesting things, new launches, new spacefaring technologies, sure to either spell our doom as a humanity, or get us something interesting. Star Trek. Alright. Next up, though, we do have our industry topics. Industry news. News from the industry following gaming, tech, and or anything that would normally affect one of those gamer types. Ugh. But first off, we have Facebook accidentally included secret messages inside its Oculus touch controllers. Big Brother is watching was among the messages included. That's a 1984 reference. For anybody who did not get that in English. Great. Your cam broke.
My cam broke? Oh no. What broke about it?
You're frozen.
Here. You want me to try to reconnect?
Oh, you can.
Okay. Oh, your cam's gone now. Oh,
Nope.
It's back?
Just yours.
I'm gonna leave and join again.
Hi, there's two of me now. Oh, rigging that out. They'll go ahead and keep reading the article.
Okay,
In a series of tweets.
Right. There we go. That's better. No?
You're a black screen.
On a black screen? You're a black screen. Oh no.
I hope you froze again. Do I need to bring out the image?
I'm really interested to see what the image is. Yes.
All right, go ahead and talk about this article while I'm fixing this right quick.
I gotta actually like put stream on where it's not just starting soon, because I want to see what my image is.
All right. Anyways, in a series of tweets Friday morning, Oculus co-founder Nate Mitchell revealed that Facebook accidentally included some secret joke messages on the internal components of 10 of thousands of touch controllers. It is. Hey,
how you doing?
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Touch controllers. This space for rent and Masons were printed on the innards of the controller's final production hardware. A few developer kits shipped with Big Brother is watching and "Hi, fix it, we see you" messages as well, but those were limited to non-consumer units according to Mitchell. These Easter eggs, topical, were only intended to be on prototypes of the company's upcoming Quest and Rift S controllers, yet somehow found their way into consumer devices. While I appreciate Easter eggs, these were inappropriate and should have been removed, said Mitchell. Facebook has no plans to recall any of these affected items, as the integrity and functionality of the hardware were not compromised, as Mitchell also mentioned in his tweet. So all those affected devices will eventually ship, which means anyone buying a touch controller might see one of those messages if they feel like taking apart the controller. Maybe iFixit will let us know if they get one. For a company whose name has become synonymous with Big Brother, letting these messages slip through their quality control process probably doesn't help its image. But I'm sure most of us can't help but smile at the irony. So that's not at all sort of scary.
No, I think it's wonderful, actually.
Like, how... I'm just wondering, like, what point in production did they screw up enough to be like, we'll just put these messages here?
They said it wasn't for consumer use, so, you know, like, that would be the explanation. It wasn't meant to be something where they're just like, yeah, everybody's gonna...
I know, but like, what? Okay. But how... That's what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, how did that get to the consumer products? Like, who looked at the blueprints still? Looked for... So, you know, probably would have been important, you know, like, Big Brother is watching, showing up in one of the most Big Brother type industry right now, being the social media age in which they're monitoring literally everything. How did they get there without someone saying, you know what? Maybe we should remove
the modeling
that.
department was tired of everyone's shit that day and just let it go.
Yeah,
basically.
Good old Bob. I can get behind Bob.
He wasn't even in his department. They were having him work somewhere else, and he was just like, "Look, I can't do this, guys. This isn't my department.
This is messed
I don't know
up,
how
man.
this shit runs. This is messed up."
No. It's this. They have to know the truth. They have to realize what's going on. They have to know the truth.
Hello, camera.
Send him through.
Okay.
There you go.
No.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
I'm not doing it again.
Aww. But no, I'm just saying, like, who... Bob, man. Bob's a legend. Thanks, Bob from Facebook.
Honestly.
Must not sleep. Must warn others.
Must warn others. Yeah, basically, that's how it goes.
But there you go. Bob from... Actually, he both works in monitoring department and HR, which is why he was even more done with everybody. Decided that it was time to do that. And that's
Makes
respectable.
sense, honestly.
But next up is a little bit of a scandal. Whoa! But this one I so lovingly titled, No Fortnite for Fortnite. More than 200...
I say yeet.
More than 200 Fortnite World Cup qualifier cheaters will forfeit their winnings. Ooh.
Damn.
Epic addresses the competitive integrity of Fortnite after the first week of qualifiers. With the first week of the Fortnite World Cup qualifiers, which is a real thing, by the way, I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
In the rear
dude,
view...
Oh my god. Oh,
I was
while
wrong.
You're talking about that, I'm gonna pull up something.
Epic Games has addressed the competitive integrity of Fortnite, detailing exactly how many players were caught cheating, their methods, and their respective punishments. 206 total players will forfeit their winnings for cheating. Though not strictly with cheating software. With $1 million $1 million doled out, that's an old word, doled out for each week of qualifiers, some players might be out of couple $1,000s. A total of, wait for it, 1,163 accounts were banned for 2 weeks for sidestepping region locks in order to have multiple attempts at qualifying for the World Cup. That means 1,163 people were all found participating in multiple qualifiers in different regions and were just banned because they, who would have guessed it, shouldn't have cheated. Whoa. It's a little harsh there, guys, right?
No, that's...
Idiots. 48 players were banned for 7 days for account sharing, which means they handed their account to someone with a better shot at nabbing some prize money, but only 9 accounts sharing fiends managed to secure some cash, which will now be shared back to Epic. 8 accounts were banned, no link provided, for teaming. The most infuriating battle royale cheat there is. Teaming is when 2 players manage to get into the same match and coordinate, effectively working as a duo against a lobby of solo players. Don't be a dick and do that, guys.
Oh, it's not letting me do this.
Only one cheater was permanently banned from Fortnite, mind you, for using actual cheat softwares in a $1 million prize pool tournament. Good job. Good job, guy. You... Nice. Assuming this is it gets better, actually. It's a clear failed... Though their account had less than 5 minutes of total playtime before the ban, it's a clear failed experiment. Though I'm a bit surprised only one person was curious enough to try. Assuming this is the same guy, here's a twist. The cheater was outed by the creator of the cheating software. It's the incident that prompted Epic to put out an integrity blog in the first place. So this guy was outed by the people he was buying his cheats from, which they had already gone to and said, no.
So,
nice.
There's a ridiculous amount of, like, seats not available. So the World Cup is actually, like, at an actual venue, right?
Yep.
Here, I'll show you. I'll send you this. TeamSpeak or Discord? Which one would work better? Yeah, because cams are... That right there. That is like everything that has color on it is like that's available seats or places with seats available. It tells you all the prices and everything on the left side as well.
Go ahead and put this up on screen then.
So just so everybody knows, some of these prices on the left side are a little not actually how much they cost. Let me just say. Because you can click on them, it says like 44 tickets available from $115. That's not even a closed seat, by the way. $115. Not even a closed seat. Let alone if you click.
We keep going down. If we keep going and keep going and keep going and keep just going down, we have a seat for $943 each.
Let's see. I'm gonna lowest price $900. Most expensive ticket or most expensive one $4,691. But see, that's the thing. If you hover over that and then look at it, it says 22 tickets available from $120. So like, not actually much it costs. The ones that are super up close probably cost a ton though.
Let's look at number 20%.
They're all sold out.
How do I section? How do I do this? Filter. How do I work this? Work it, chat. I don't understand. $1. Only need $1. So we have all these, right? I want to know how much 18 costs. Where is that? How do I find that, Fluffy? Do you know? Bro.
Much 18.
Filter.
Well, I don't think so because like it's not available.
Oh, so color is what's available, right?
Yeah, color is what's available.
How much did 52 cost? Like... How much did 18 cost? I want to know. Tell me.
Exactly.
Let me in. I want to know.
Okay, for everybody, that has been his favorite thing.
It's a great meme.
For like
it's a great
the past month.
It's a great meme. It's my favorite meme. But the highest one's still available, $4,691. If anyone's interested in buying that one, go ahead. No one's gonna stop you except anybody who cares about you in your life.
Honestly, actually, if you just want to like, you know, hit me up with that, don't buy me the ticket though. I'll buy the ticket myself. Just send me the money, okay?
Just send you the money.
We'll be good to go.
Oh.
I'll see you there.
That's. I'm not gonna use the word disgusting because, like, no, not that. Just the price for these tickets. I won't say disgusting because, like, it is a performance. It's a legitimate performance and it's a legitimate esport adventure.
Crazy.
But just man, look at where we've got. Where it's Fortnite doing this before anyone else. Like that's a little surprising. If I'm being honest.
Well, I mean, Fortnite's player base is still massive. Like if we go
serious
on Twitch on
Fortnite, serious business. You're right. Yeah. Sorry.
Oddly enough, like it has been.
Sorry.
Hands up, yeah. Hands up. Hands up. Let's see. We're on Twitch launcher. Let's see what the you know.
What's the current basis for it right now? Let's see. As he strokes his neck in disapproval.
My neck, not even my beard, just
not
just
even
my neck.
You went down here.
My neck.
You went down here.
I know I did. Honestly, what I was doing is I was seeing if I missed the spot when I was shaving yesterday.
Nice.
It's like, you know,
Fortnite.
Keep that line right there.
Absurdly large, and also apparently striking people for being idiots. Who would have guessed? On a $1 million prize tournament, who would have guessed people would have cheated?
Yeah.
Whoa. Fluffy OP.
Browse.
Fluffy is a little OP.
Yeah.
How much? What's the player base right now?
Fortnite has 346,000 viewers right now. More than anything else on Twitch.
And it's not even a tournament day.
That's the thing. No, it's not even a tournament day. If we go like Apex was beating Fortnite for a while, right?
Yeah. And then
Apex is down to 29.3 thousand.
Feels bad.
It's like it's fallen off because this is the thing, and this is exactly when everybody was like, "Oh well, Fortnite's gonna die because of this." No, it's not, because they have a great development crew. Like the crew behind that and the crew with that on Epic Games, they won't let that game die.
Nope.
And it's got too strong of a player base, anyways.
And it has
like
it's gotten, like really weird, if we're honest. Like they unleashed a hamster ball earlier this. Like within the past month, there was like a hamster ball. Yeah. That was weird.
See, this is the thing. If we say, you know, we're like, okay, cool. What is there with Fortnite that
Same.
Is interesting?
I don't like it either.
Anything like that.
It's still a very thriving industry. It's still a very good, well-made game.
Yeah, I don't actually like playing that game too much myself. Like, it's just the building meta is what really gets me. Like Apex, because like I don't have to do building meta. I just gotta shoot my gun. I play main tank and Overwatch for a reason. I play main tank and Overwatch for a reason, dude. I don't have to aim. Like really, or I rarely have to.
If I want to do that, I would go play Bob Builder.
Fair.
Is there a Bob Builder game? We can play that next week.
There's probably a Bob Builder.
Show that on the hot game segment.
Let's see.
Play that for a while. I don't like having to build a 50-story hotel with Wi-Fi just to kill you. Relatable.
Builder,
I don't either.
There's actually a lot of Bob the Builder games. They're for like preschoolers, but I mean like.
Well, maybe we'll show off next week. Anyways, but more than 200 people were banned this past week, and that's hilarious to me because it's like, man, why didn't you think you'd get caught?
I'm sending this to you. This is like an oddly well done site.
All right, well, we're gonna cover that later. Right now, let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
We'll talk about it in a minute. That's kind of
crazy. New Lego Star Wars game is reportedly on the way. Could be the ultimate Lego Star Wars game. All right, if you don't get why this is a great thing. It's because I love Lego Star Wars, because it was one of the first games
Lego
I played.
Star Wars, some of the most underrated games. Like, pretty good.
But, okay, so it appears that there's a new Lego Star Wars game in the works, according to a comment made by Skywalker Sound's Matthew Wood at Star Wars Celebration. During the interview, Woods lists off a project being worked on in 2019 and ends by saying there's a a logger. Ooh. A Lego Star Wars game we're working on.
Logger.
The moment was tweeted by Jordan Mason, and you can watch it below. We're not going to show off that. But Eurogamer has also spoken some of its own sources close to its production that point towards the ultimate Lego Star Wars game. The unannounced game reportedly aims to encompass the entire saga, rather than just The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. We'll update as and when we know more. PC Gamer. Alright, so, I'm just saying, I freaking love Lego Star Wars, I freaking love Lego games, because they're always so much fun when they're actually done right. And last time I checked,
Honestly,
EA has not done well enough with the Star Wars brand for them to be the only one making games.
Look,
Thank
okay,
God.
look. They're not making the Lego games, yeah. Thank
Lego
goodness,
could not
actually.
parody Star Wars beyond what Disney did to it.
Maybe fair, yeah.
Good burn.
Look.
Good one.
Unpopular opinion. I don't really care what's like. I say this rude. No, I think my camera's off.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not the frame rate it's supposed to be. Does it like look weird to you?
No, but you're botting out, kind of.
No, fuck. No,
It's
no
whatever.
matter why. Yeah, whatever. At this point. Unpopular opinion. I actually like the new Star Wars movies and everything. It's just fun to watch.
It
If
is- I don't
if
know.
you sit down with an unbiased opinion, not like going into it really hardcore, like going at Star Wars in general. Like it's actually they're enjoyable to sit down and just watch.
She was... The characters. Just boring. Like, all the new ones, they were like...
Characters are
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
It's kind of
like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's
There's
like
not been any
eating-
exposition, which is weird because like it's straight up movies, so like, you have to have something, right?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you're gonna know this, and you didn't. And it was like, okay.
Yeah.
But it was like very self-referential, and then it didn't create anything too well of its own.
Yeah,
It was like,
that's
all right,
fair.
I don't care. You did nothing to invest me in these characters. Thanks.
Yeah. Whereas
made a
Lego
joke.
Star Wars invests
People
us
do
in
that.
everything.
In Lego Star Wars, everything's investware because it's all Legos and it's all fun and it's all just joy constantly. And man, do I love it!
Yeah,
It's great.
I'm really hyped about it. You know what I'm hyped about more than that is another Star Wars game that's going to be coming out that we're going to be talking about in just a minute.
Yeah.
I am so ridiculously excited for that.
But
and
first,
reportedly, we'll go to the next one before because I am like,
you're gonna talk about it.
I'm hyped. I'm
But
hyped.
before we move on,
actually.
once again, we have a new addition to the Enter the Gungeon that we had reported out earlier, and I think it's just a great humanitarian movement of people and gamers everywhere, man. Thanks to Twitter, you can now pet the dog and enter the Gungeon. Yep. I'm sorry, they're not going to talk too much about this one, but I just found it funny that enough people on Twitter were all just posting about it that we can finally pet the dog and enter the Gungeon. And let me just
wanna
show you this boy.
This one though, because you should show the one in Dark Souls. Can you pet the dog?
Let me
And,
just show the cute boy right here. Look at him. He deserves
It's
a pet. He does.
What about the Dark Souls one? I think he needs it. Because this guy on Twitter named Can You Pet the Dog, and his link is also in the
Cannot pet this dog.
link that I sent you. And
cannot pet
I'm
this
actually
dog.
going to go follow him now.
You cannot pet that dog. That is a Dark Souls boss, if anyone did not know. You get
Yeah,
very
that
sad
is a
for
Dark
killing it for reasons I will not spoil if you've not played those games. It's a very good moment. But, you cannot pet that dog. That is a solid no. You cannot pet that dog.
Oh, you can also not pet dog. So you literally, guys, I'm sitting here like looking through, like all of his things. All he does is post, or she, I don't know. They just post like, "Can you pet the dog?" That kind of thing, like in different games. You cannot pet the dog in Ace Combat 7.
Aww. Can't in
You
Breath of the
with
Wild.
with some creative use of the stage builder, you can pet the dog in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You cannot pet the dog in Elder Scrolls Online. You can pet the
Aw.
dog in Kindseed. You can pet the dog in Afterlife. Following an update, you can now pet the dog in Fortnite. There's a backpack with the dog in it, and you can pet the dog now. You cannot pet the dog in Shadow of the Colossus. The dog that he's referring to is
That's a bull.
it's a bull,
That is a bull.
but it's close enough.
Alright.
You can pet the dog in Far Cry Primal. You can pet the dog in Persona 3. Some would call it Fursona if you're really petting the dog.
No,
Bad joke,
that is
good
not
joke.
that word. No, that is not that word. That is
No, it's
definitely not that word.
No, it's not. You can pet the dog in Rusty Lake Roots. you cannot pet the dog in Nintendo Labo VR kit.
Honestly, wasted. Get out.
Yeah.
Trash.
You cannot
trash
pet
technology.
the dog in Dogs 2. That's honestly
You are the dog
ridiculous.
though, so
yeah. You
might be a little
can pet the dog in Dogs 2 on the DS. You cannot pet the dog on Dogs 2 on PS2.
Aw.
So that's some double standards for you.
You can pet the dog in Pokemon Omega
Dogs
Ruby.
2 on Game Boy Advanced. You can pet the dog in Buckler 2. This, honestly, guys, this is more important than any news we could ever give you guys.
True. You have to
Can
know
you
what
pet the
dogs
dog?
you can pet, and I feel like it's very important.
You have to. And like
We also had to
there's
hear
a link
about
is-
Fluffy's persona. So
I probably.
there it is. We're just gonna kind of end this segment there and move on.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
so
I just spent like a solid 5 minutes
Talking
going
about
over
your
just, can
persona.
you pet the dog? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I'm
Somebody
just a
draw that for
dog
me.
that wants to pet other dogs. Please don't draw for him. Actually, really don't. And
I'm gonna take
Alright,
away your
alright,
shovel,
alright.
and we're gonna move on to the next game.
wow.
Alright, so-
taking away my shovel, dude. That's so toxic.
WoW repackaged. Blizzard reveals World of Warcraft Classic PvP content plan. This is in addition, of course, to the classic servers of WoW being re-released. Because, yes, it turns out you can resell the original
What a
base game of WoW
copy-paste, dude.
and nothing else. And people will just buy it. Gladly.
Yep.
So, there won't be a formalized
be a
preview system
formal.
at launch, but it will arrive soon after. So Blizzard said last month on World of Warcraft Classic will be rolled out in 6 phases after it goes live this summer, based on the way back when update schedule of the original game. That's right, not only are they just re-rolling everything back to where they started, they're gonna do it in the exact same way.
So wait, I've actually got a little bit of insight on this one. I can't remember how long it was ago that it was before. I can't remember exactly how long. I remember I was talking to somebody about it. It was a bunch of people used to actually play on vanilla servers, of World of Warcraft, right? They used to have their own servers
Yeah.
that were the original game when it came out. A lot of the different systems were different, all that kind of stuff. They used to play on those. Blizzard actually shut those down.
Oh.
They stopped them completely. And this was maybe 2 years ago, I think. I think it was more 2 years
That's a
ago,
little sad.
somewhere in that area. So they shut them down because incompatibilities, all that kind of stuff. There was literally an article full of reasons why, and I did a pretty good amount of research on this because I enjoyed some WoW. It was fun. And I had my differing opinions on all the DLC and everything, so it was nice to just play a vanilla, no DLC, plain base Warcraft, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but there were all these videos. You remember when Club Penguin got shut down, and there were these videos of people sitting
Yep.
in Club Penguin a lobby, being miss you guys, bye. This is
Bye.
the last
It
day
was-
of Club Penguin.
No.
It was actually like that on these servers, though. That's the thing. That's the same thing happened with these servers, where people would just gather around the last few hours of the server, being "This is it, boys."
Nice.
This is all the
Wanna
grinding
fight one more time?
coming to an end, basically, And they actually shut them down. So this is them kind of reintroducing them. So that's really, it's really strange, actually.
But yeah, it's weird,
Yeah,
and it's kind of awkward when you put it like that. But of course, there are going to be shiny plays. Yes, they are going to have stability fixes, of course, because they are releasing it. But it's just funny that we are just gotten to the point now where there's so much content in WoW. They're like, all right, we can now just resell base with just the game itself, and people will still play it. And that's just a sort of tribute to themselves, as saying, yeah, it was that good. They were that successful at this. But at the same time, it's just they're just re-releasing it. It's just a re-roll out. It's just this. And it's
Yeah. It's a remake,
Alright.
but not quite.
but not, improving much beyond that.
Yeah.
So it's all right. So there's that. It's a little bit all right, that's fine. There's going to be, of course, a couple UI fixes, a couple of that. But overall, it's just a re-release when the current game is still running.
Are they gonna be skinning it
it's-
and everything as well?
It's a little unclear on that.
A little
But from
clear
what
on
I've
it?
seen, it will have a couple things where they are fixing
They're
at
gonna be
least some of the
reskinning it
textures.
and all that kind of stuff. And actually, if they're basically fixing the game and releasing the same game, kind of down with that. It's basically just a remaster. Is all it is. If they're
Yeah.
gonna be reskinning it, redoing that kind of stuff. Scrap most of the hardcore stuff from the early days, and people miss that. It's just a DLC for the hardcore player base. Yeah, that's what that's kind of what I was saying though. Is like it's just like most people like really enjoyed like the base stuff, like when it first came out.
Like the first Dragon Dungeon, which I forgot the name of. Big lava dragon. What was that?
I don't know. I don't remember, dude. I don't even remember my name half the time.
Nice. It's a Fluffy, by the way.
Okay, that's a lie. Well, my name's not Fluffy. You tell me that, and I'm gonna start thinking it.
You're right. It's Raymond.
It is Raymond. Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, let's move on from Raymond.
8 hours molten core. Good times.
Yeah,
molten
man.
Core.
Molten core. That was the rating.
They reused that name. Blizzard did.
Oh yeah.
Old
That's
Toby
adorable.
Lamone. Yep.
Anyways, but they're gonna release that soon. The PvP system will be rolling out in the same way as it did last time, but hopefully now it's a bunch of fixes and everything else that'll actually do new textures and all that. Actually do a full remaster. Next up is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order teased ahead of reveal.
Oh my god.
And then we can't show Fluffy's cam anymore.
No, I am actually insanely excited about this game. Like, ridiculously excited. Because I played a lot of Star Wars, like when they had the games coming out, you know, a while ago, when they actually had games rolling out every once in a while and everything. Force Unleashed was one of my favorite like game series. Another game series like that was the the Kingdom of the Old the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic. No, yeah, I was thinking of the acronym for it, and I was like, King, right?
You're not gonna be able to do it.
Not Kingdom.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, thank you. But oh, it's so nice. As you start Jedi, I just need it. I need it in my life so much. And they've also talked about how there's going to be this is it. The Star Wars Celebration panel has concluded we've gotten loads of details about Respawn's single-player, no microtransaction Star Wars game. Original story follows.
Yes.
There you go. Published by EA too. At that, Abs.
Oh.
And they officially announced they will not be adding them in either. Like, period. Not happening. The game is made by Respawn, which is also under EA.
Yep.
That's a parent company. You know.
They own him.
Yep.
But hopefully, it's just EA. It's just they've tried for a while now, and I'm just hoping they actually show improvement this time. Learn from mistakes, maybe. EA eek. Yep.
I'm like, I'm excited, and I'm really, 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 really hoping that it's not like, you know, another.
Or because it had a bland male protagonist. I haven't heard nothing about that. I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't think anything was out for it.
Honestly.
Let's look up.
The protagonist is a survivor of Order 66. Ooh. This is a little video on the page, kind of telling you about the game itself. Yeah,
honestly, the video just does a bunch of loading things. So, our first look at the Jedi Fallen Order with the official reveal plan for Star Wars Celebration. The celebration panel will take place after the Star Wars plan has concluded, and we've gotten a lot more details about the Respawn single-player, no transaction Star Wars game. We're gonna look at this article. Go ahead and link that one. But during the Star Wars Celebration, Respawn boss good old Zammy confirmed that Jedi the Fallen Order is a solely story-driven single-player game, so no multiplayer, no microtransaction to speak of. On the Star Wars Celebration Day 1 livestream, Zambella said Jedi Fallen Order is a single-player story game, no multiplayer, no microtransaction, it's story. It's a story game. Story meant for the game. That's it. Zambella's words were met with applause and shouts of joy, because they screwed up the last two! Yay! Hope they don't screw this one. But there's also another update on this article. Saturday's Jedi Fallen Order panel has concluded, having brought us both the first trailer and release date. This game is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC on November 15th. Not even a year away, folks. November 15th this year. Something to look forward to. There were also some high-level details shared about.
For my birthday. It has to happen.
Is it gonna be?
Kidding.
Is it gonna be
About
your
that one, by the
sister?
way.
You remember it this time?
If I remember her birthday. Okay, another little
About the
stupid
story and
segment,
protagonist.
just quick for everybody else. So I have a twin sister, right? My birthday's on November 3rd, and I have a twin sister. Last year, I was wondering why I had, because me and her work at the same place. I was wondering, and I asked one of the other managers there, because we're also both managers there.
Yep.
I asked her, I was like, why do I have the 3rd off? Like, what? I think it was like a Wednesday. I don't know. I don't remember. Let's just say it was a Wednesday. I'm like, why do I have Wednesday off? I usually work all week, off weekends, that kind of thing. Monday through Friday, off Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes I get Monday off. Who knows? But I asked, I was like, why? What's going on with this? And they looked at me and they were just like, what do you mean? Why do you have it off? And I'm like, well, why do I have? I know my sister has it off because like, you know,
It's her birthday.
But like, why do I have
really?
it off? And then they stopped and they were just like, Daniel, he's your
Raymond.
twin. And I was just like, fuck. Did I really just do that? But yeah,
Literally
that
forgot the
happened,
day he was born.
Actually, I literally forgot the day. I was
Easy
born.
clap, boys. Easy clap. Alright, but Jedi Fallen Order writer Chris, good old Avi, earlier comments when he said story is very important to Respawn. I hope the 6 writers are listed in the reveal because I accidentally said I've wrapped this up, but there are other writers and I'm not even the lead guy. Story was very important to Respawn. I think they do a good job of introducing various narrative layers into their games already, but they think the story is an important part of what they perceive to be a Star Wars game. That's one of the reasons I like Respawn, because they when they tackle something like that, they understand what's important. They understand what the important points are. Wow, could not finish that for some reason. But the Knights of the Republic Sith Lords writer really can do this to me. It put an ad right when I was reading. The Sith Lords writer, he said he's done with his portion of Jedi Fallen Order story. I think they brought me on because I have a pretty strong Star Wars pedigree, so I'd probably be able to just jump right in. And I was, which was good. It didn't require a ton of research. Jedi Fallen Order was revealed during E3 2018, and Zabel said the Star Wars games is set after Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. You'll play as a Jedi Padawan that escaped Order 66, that means one of the youngins, probably, and you'll have access to lightsaber. Respawn is expected to announce further details about Jedi Fallen Order during a panel at Star Wars Celebration, which it already has.
Yeah.
So, it's quite interesting. It's something to look forward to if you're a big fan of the, Star Wars series in general.
Literally
having
just
a
a
game
fucking
that's
feature
not
of it.
a multiplayer trash game filled with micropayments and paywalls. Hopefully, with everything released at the same time and they don't screw it up with DLC like they did last one. Hopefully, it'll be done
I'm
right.
hoping it's something like Force Unleashed, where it's just a fucking great game. All in one, play it, cry, love it. Like, genuinely just a great game, and I really, really hope this one follows suit. Same sort of thing we've wanted for a long time. I can't even remember one of the fucking games. I have it on my Xbox now. It's an original Xbox game, and I was playing it. I can actually wait.
All right.
It's
Like
one of
you
the Knights
said-
of Old Republic games.
But Star Wars, if anyone does remember, had its canon wiped when owned by Disney. So there's a bunch of new things that we still have yet to see simply because there was that wipe, and we still have a bunch of unexplored sections that we had known was there previously. So hopefully this game explores into, what's behind everything, what's going on, sort of what could happen in these parts that we have to rediscover as canon.
So I found so it's the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the first one on Xbox, and I think it was on PlayStation as well.
Mhm.
It would have been on a PS2 at this point though. I'm not I don't remember playing it on PS2. I remember playing it on. Have I played it on PS2?
No, you don't remember how you played it.
Yeah, I played it on original Xbox when I first played it.
No idea then.
So I don't know if it was or not, but I remembered it. I literally remembered had to look it up and everything because I remember one of the puzzles is called Naga Shadow, and there was 3 pillars that you had to swap the rings on and get them to fit, get all the rings from the left to the right, and if the rings are in the wrong order, the whole thing fucking exploded and you had to start all over again. So I was like, I remember this. I could look up the puzzle and like see the name of the game, and that's it. So it was a while ago. Somebody was remastering that game, putting it in like new graphics and everything. That game, that wonderful glory of a game, and also giving it like a new game engine, everything. And EA shut it down. No, my bad. Disney shut it down. EA doesn't have rights to do that. Disney shut it down. Just like the Darth Vader fan film that was made.
Yep.
You remember? Yeah. Disney also shut that down, I believe.
Yeah, that was
right after the first.
Kind of understandable.
It is, but mainly because they did Darth Vader so much better than Disney did Darth Vader.
Yeah, and that's why
they did Darth Vader better than anybody did Darth Vader, and it was just like, oh, but like, why'd you have to take that away? No, the Darth Vader fan film that was made, not the Darth, like the Darth Maul. We're still hoping on a Darth Maul.
Maybe someday we'll get to Darth Maul. Maybe someday.
Where am I getting messages at? Oh,
no idea.
Chili, and
whatever.
I'm getting notifications for that
stuff. All right, but once again, as always, when a game releases from EA and they make promises about no microtransactions or anything else, to me that just says, what about DLC? And that's just where my brain goes. It's just because I'm very suspicious of the company, just because they have taken multiple things and just have not done well with priorly good things in the past, which makes me extremely suspicious of them taking on new projects, or whenever they announce new projects, I instantly go,
maybe wait. They might have had to take back the whole like trying to shut down the Darth Vader fan film. They may have taken that back and like let it go back up because they had such a massive like
following for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's on the fucking Star Wars Theory YouTube.
And wash it down to roll the dust at it, and you're causing it to be slow. No, that is not true whatsoever.
Yeah,
do not do that.
That's true.
No, it's not. Don't even entertain it. Don't even entertain it.
It's true. Trust me, I work at a PC shop.
No.
Disclaimer: it's not true.
Not true.
Don't do that, please, for the love of God. You make people's lives like me a living hell.
Yep.
I'm kidding. It's not really a living hell. It's just they have to tell you. And
real
be like,
dumb. You just forehead.
Not true. Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be like,
but
what's that? Why'd you do that, bud?
As always, be careful what you buy, folks, and make sure that it doesn't repeat history. But other than that, we actually have a semi-surprising release. Ubisoft CEO gives an update on Beyond Good and Evil 2. Who remembers that series? Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody knowed it. But this is a 2003 game that no one's gonna remember because it was popular in 2003 and then never brought up again because people realized, man, let's not overdraw it, because for those back in the days when we had new things coming out and it wasn't just repeating stuff, so people actually appreciate things at the moment.
Yeah. What game was it again?
Exactly. Beyond Good and Evil 2. It's been quite a while since we've heard about Ubisoft's long-awaited Beyond Good and Evil 2. Ubisoft isn't sharing any further details about it yet, but now Ubisoft CEO, I can't pronounce his name, has at least provided an update on how the project is coming along. He told IGN that he had just recently spoken with the creative director Michael Ansel, and in the discussion they might have discussed another direction for the game. That's right, it's still being changed. I spoke with Michael last week about it to see where it was going, how we should move in one or another direction. Guillemot said in a video that was apparently recorded in March, "We see the potential of this universe is fantastic, and Michael is really passionate about it. It's going to be fantastic, I think." Ubisoft showed off a new look at Beyond Good and Evil 2 last year at E3, and the title could be among those that Ubisoft reveals more about at E3 this year. In an intriguing bit of news, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's creative company, Hit Record, is partnering with Ubisoft for the tools so anyone can create content for Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is an interesting choice for a Ubisoft game. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is a prequel to the 2003 original. That's right, the second one's a prequel, because numbers and orders don't matter anymore. It's been in the works for a long time, but there is still no release date or announced platform. What are you hoping to see from Beyond Good and Evil? Let us know in the comments below. That is the article. So basically, what's going on is that Beyond Good and Evil 2, despite it being 16 years since the original game, is still being said, what if they did this with the game? you know, shoveled everything past. So it's just like, come on, guys. If you're gonna do something with it, do something with it. Otherwise, let it die.
Yeah, it's kind of rough to just be like, oh, maybe we'll do this. Not do too much about it, but I mean, hey, you know.
But it's just like, come on, do something, people. You do something. At this point, people, no one remembers this game anymore. You literally squandered it by just saying, ooh, what if we're doing this? And then someone was like, I don't know, what if you're doing that? What does that actually mean? What does that mean? Wait, what does that mean? What did they say? Who is that? I don't remember. Whatever. No. And it's just like, come on. But
you know
it's
what
just
game that'll never happen to?
Huh.
Oh wait, technically I've already mentioned this game this week. I don't have to, but Shadow of the Colossus.
You didn't actually mention it.
I did. The bull.
Oh, the bull. Yeah, I guess that was kind of mentioned, but we didn't actually say. You didn't actually say the name. Shadow
I
of
did
Colossus.
say the name from Shadow of the Colossus.
Do you want to say it one more time?
Yeah. Shadow
Talking
of the
over it.
Shadow.
Shadow is talking
of
over
it.
it.
Yeah. See,
you
you can't do that because you're wrong. And let me tell you why.
Anyways, that is
Shadow of the
it for all the news this week. Once again, it was a little bit of a slow news, nothing too big, you know, no scandals, no anything else. A little bit of hilarity in Fortnite, but honestly, that's just like when you have a bigger tournament, it's just people are gonna cheat. It's just if you're dumb enough to get caught in the ways those people did.
Yeah.
But that'll be it. So we're just gonna move on to like the last 9 minutes we have with the info dump because we only have 9 minutes left. And we actually filled the entire time.
We barely made the info dump today. I actually thought with all the content we had that I don't, you know. Yeah. Nice beanie. When can you get one? Don't know.
That's a question.
Don't know.
Yeah, Chili, join the Hall of the Gods.
Nice beanie. When can I get one?
Subscribe for 3 months.
Whoa.
Nuts, dude.
Big sub. Thank you, dude.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I don't really have much for input dump this week. There was something I mentioned earlier, but I already forgot it. To be honest. Crap.
Oh yeah. Abs, you need an info bandana.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. I was like, man, I don't wear beanies, but I do wear bandanas. Often, because my hair is too long. And that's about it. Actually, here's an info dump. Who wonders how long Absolute's hair is? Because it's too long. The answer is too long.
Your hair's too... That's not that bad. That's kind of bad. Alright. I'm gonna show you why today is a hat day for me. One, because it flattens my hair. See? Look, it's abs. Like, come on, dude. I'll just rock out like this for the rest of the stream. How do you guys feel like this? You guys think this is a good look on me? What do you think, guys?
Great.
You don't have your headset on right now. You can't hear me. All of 7th grade, it looked terrible. I usually actually don't wear beanies all that much. I actually don't like hats all that much. I have hair.
Wait, let me cover up this side too.
This is the stream.
Fair here.
This is it.
This is hair stream.
That's
a look, right?
Yeah, this is a look.
There you go. There's info dump. That's how long our hairs are.
Info dump. Green cap.
I used to actually wear my hair like this when I was like in 8th grade. I actually covered my entire face, and it was down to here.
Are you serious?
Instead of down to here, yeah.
How did you see?
All my
like legitimately. How did you see?
I looked down.
This is where the C and 7th graders meet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wearing all black. I've got black hair. Let's go. I'm the scene now. You can barely see one.
My soul is so dark.
Soul is so dark it transfers to the rest of my.
Nice. Not a face, man. Not a face.
No,
okay?
it's a scene, not a phase.
Yeah.
I have to like angle my fucking head that way I can see through the hair. Like this is ridiculous.
Yep. You just get used to it.
Let's see. My hair maybe like longer, but
I take off my glasses. How much?
Usually
cover
just,
up even more then? Yeah, it's even harder to see with my glasses off.
So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah,
Last of the stream, everybody. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not streaming like that.
This is who I am.
Not happening.
AC Unity is free right now. Wait, Assassin's Creed Unity is free right now?
Assassin's Creed Unity is free right now because they pledge. Ubisoft pledged $500,000 to helping rebuild rebuilding Notre Dame. And is that how you say it? Notre Dame? Notre Dame?
Yeah, I always said Notre Dame.
Whichever. Okay, I'm from the South where everybody says Notre Dame. I know you are.
That's because it's a football team. So
yeah.
It's even harder to see with my glasses off. Pretty sure that's why you wear them to begin with. All right, now look. True. Look here. we're also currently covering our faces
No,
with hair, where I
look,
can't
they're
barely
right.
see. So
They're right. They're
whatever.
Right. The last like few seconds of stream, I'll like put my hair back down on my face. That way we can wave goodbye like that.
Just
So that
face.
sounds good to you? That's gonna be the end. You know what? You can do that if you want, dude.
Quitter.
Can't do that.
Coward.
All right, fuck you. Call me a quitter. That's how you get it back. Out.
Bet you
Like,
run from soup,
alright.
don't ya?
You antagonize somebody like that.
I bet you run from soup.
I do run from soup. It's a superpower. It's
It's
a superpower.
nice. Oh yeah, Transistor is currently free on Epic right now. We did not mention that earlier, but it is interesting. I do like. I remember Transistor was a game with a freaking amazing soundtrack, but I never looked into it.
Oh, pit.
Info pit. The tip. We always give the tip, guys.
You can't call it the tip. It's tip. It's just that's because the T in it is
The info pit. The info pit.
Yeah.
The info pit. Because the
Yeah,
info
the
pit
info pit.
is a noun. It's actually just a noun. The info pit.
Oh,
is a
by
noun.
the way, guys. Okay. I don't know if I can get my camera to like actually pick up on this and everything, because like mainly because like the lighting. No, you can sort of see it, I guess.
No one can see anything. Maybe that's just the hairs. Who knows?
I may have, hit that. Fortnite is
It cost
not
your
free.
dignity.
Cost your
Oof.
dignity. Yeah,
Uh,
that's rude. But yeah,
That's a little tough.
true. So this is actually like embroidered on there.
Oh god, my hair's on my
Really
nose.
nice.
How?
Again, I can't really show this all that well. Here, I'm gonna move this bad boy right here.
I see. I don't
And-
really, but I see. I'm gesturing towards
This
you.
is fucking the weirdest thing.
Where we're going, guys? What are you
But
doing?
you can see it though. You can see the actual like painting itself and the quality.
Oh,
of it. It's
okay.
really nice. It's really nice.
Is
I didn't,
Minecraft cool
like,
again yet? I mean, they just released a update which gives out in its snapshot, which activates,
2 is coming out.
it activates raiding, where you get raided by NPCs and villages and forts. So that's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
you
I
do.
mean, that's
Yeah.
something. My dad was
Did you
telling
ever
me about it.
Did
'cause
you
it's
ever
the place.
worry in Minecraft about being raided by pillagers? Now you do.
Now you do.
Yeah.
No, I was
There's also
avoiding that. In
High
fact.
pixel.
Thank you.
There's actually High Pixel also coming out, and like.
Bro, anyone
it's,
remember
like, this
survival
year,
games
next year.
in Hypixel?
No. Like there's a game, High Pixel. Have you heard of
What?
it? Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Actually, this.
Let me try to look this up while I can like barely navigate my screen. 1 second.
Shit.
Hypixel.
What game?
Hypixel Minecraft. Hypixel.net. Oh wait, no.
No,
Minecraft.
It's this one. I sent it to you. I sent
Oh,
it there,
it's
there.
this
right
game.
there.
It's the Minecraft
Yeah,
lookalike.
it's that game. It's a Minecraft lookalike, but does it kind of better, actually. I don't know, this is actually one that when I saw it originally, I was just like, hey, that actually looks kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. Another reskin Minecraft is another reskin Minecraft, no matter how you say it.
Well, see, the thing is, this one is like, it's a reskin Minecraft, but it's got a lot of different things to it. That, and it seems to be much more high budget than the others. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, it seems to be much more high budget. It's basically, this is gonna sound really stupid.
This
but
is literally... One second. This is literally an
basically
old
like
texture
Minecraft.
pack. This is literally an
It
old
is,
texture
yeah,
pack they
it is
had.
an old texture pack.
This is literally... Let me
Like,
show
a
this
lot
off
of my
on
friends
stream.
are playing Minecraft again. Yeah, I'm playing Minecraft again. Like, I
Look
don't
at
know.
this.
It's
This
just like
this is literally
fun.
the texture pack I used to have.
no, it's like a lot of what they used are just old like stuff from Minecraft.
This is for the same
I think
guys
it's
as
really,
Hypixel servers, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
they got Cambat chat. They got Cambat. Look at that. They got music. They got Cambat. They got ice trolls. Look at that. They got island. They got
Sure.
boats. They got
I'm really,
Minecraft
like,
things.
I'm actually thinking this will be pretty cool. Not gonna lie. It's more interesting than vanilla Minecraft.
To be fair, that's not saying much.
No, it's
It's
not.
been out for like how many years now?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they make changes and everything, which is cool, but the animations seem actually like pretty
Fluid.
really smooth, that kind of thing. Enchantments on the weapons actually shine what the enchantment is instead of instead of being like just the weapon or whatever you're doing, whatever is enchanted, glowing purple-ish. I don't know. I'm colorblind. Yeah, but like instead of it like shining just the color that it is, it's like the sword that we saw in the trailer. It's like actually flaming and shit. Like, pretty cool. Is this Diablo immortal? I had to turn my head to look through my hair.
Law. Diablo Immortal, by the way. That's a joke.
Is this a good look on me, Abs?
I can tell you if I can see.
Nah,
Can't see what I'm
fair.
telling you. I'm just gonna
What do
assume
you
no.
think, Chad? I know it's.
I'm gonna
not a
assume
good
no.
look, and I refuse to do it. I prefer my hair over my face because I can't.
It's not a
fucking see
phase,
myself.
man.
Oh hell no!
Oof.
She just said, "Oh hell
Oof,
no."
truth bomb.
Wow.
All right, but that is it for this week. We have hit our 6th
Emo kid.
deadline.
Wait, it's running a commercial right now.
Oh, it's running commercial? That's tough.
Dude, it's running a commercial right now.
But that'll be it for this week. Want to say the thank yous? No commercials from me, Pog.
Yeah, Pog. You'll have to give me a second for your thank yous and such. Because I want to make sure everybody can hear the thank yous.
Makes sense.
Unless we want to thank somebody off the record to a technical standpoint. I mean, this will still be on YouTube, so you know, no commercials on YouTube. Well, no, okay, there are commercials on YouTube during the video as well.
None that cover them.
But like none of it, none that cover them. This is live, so
I don't
believe in commercials. Toxic.
I have to get closer
Yeah,
to
that's what that
things.
says. Yeah. But yeah, just to start things off, obviously, I can't actually do it.
Come on, coward.
It's not happening. I'm quitting this time. I can't do it, Abs.
Don't worry, chat. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you, chat.
With the show on my head.
That makes sense. Don't worry, chat. I'm still sticking it out for you.
He's still sticking it out. Alright. Obviously, we always want to start our thanks off with thanking DI itself for, you know, having this channel and this platform for us to do. Everybody who's here, yes, I am the one who messaged you on TeamSpeak. Everyone. All of you. But yeah, thank you for coming out, watching the show. Big thanks to you guys for actually, you know, sticking out the show, all 5 of you.
Yep.
Sticking out the show and watching and everything. I mean, it is a really nice experience to actually be able to sit down and chat with you guys, fill out a bit of our information that we want to show to you guys, all that kind of thing. Just sit here and chat. There would be no show if y'all weren't here. Like, big part of the info pit is the very last part of the show, which is the info dump. And it's my favorite part of the show, personally, and it wouldn't be anything without an audience, because I can sit here and talk to Abs all day long. That's why we made a talk show together, because we talk all the time. Right?
I mean, not very much anymore. Busy.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But, like, whenever we made the show, it was originally because, like, we talk all the time.
Yep.
Little busy lately, but that's okay. We'll get back to it eventually. We're just kind of busy at the moment. But, yeah, thank you to DI. Thank you to you guys coming out. Thank you to everybody behind the scenes with the Twitch team and everything. The other streamers, everybody like that. We really appreciate you guys. It's fun being a part of the team. Anybody you want to say thanks to, Abs? Oh, and thank you, Riptide. You're editing this right now. Editing this right now. You know, thank you for putting this up on the YouTube. Appreciate it.
That's
We should get a new thumbnail though for the info pit. Like, I know we agreed on that one for the first episode, but
it'll work out.
fine.
Anyways,
Yeah,
but
it'll
thank you
work
very
out.
much for everyone chatting chat.
I'm gonna message him
talking to you.
tomorrow about it.
So, thank you everybody very much, and until next time, bye.
Bye.
Take me to Neverland.